Okay, this video is definitely not gonna bite me in the ass. So, it's been a while since they added a new shotgun, and I'm starting to think that it's for a really good reason. Now, obviously, since it's still new, not that many people recognize this weapon's potential, but it's only a matter of time before it starts becoming an absolute nuisance in ranked. And that is because the VLK Rogue is the new best pump-action shotgun. Here's why. The first advantage of this gun is the damage. Some of you are probably thinking by this point,
wait a minute, this gun only deals 14.5 damage per pellet, and it only fires 8 pellets per shot, so according to my calculations, it can never one-tap outside point blank, making this weapon completely useless. You guys are so stupid.
And while those statements, except the last one, are true, what the stats page doesn't take into account is the afterburn damage. See, each pellet inflicts 3 ticks of afterburn, which will deal 10 damage each on direct hit. So, when you add this to the initial damage, this means that the rogue will never need more than 3 pellets to kill, regardless of range. This also means that your one-tap range is only limited by your pellet spread, so you should ADS often to maximize that one-tap consistency. And with the right build, your practical one-tap range will be very comparable to the one-burst range of the R9. You can even challenge mid to longer ranges by poking in and out of cover, since you'll likely kill in 2 shots. The afterburn damage also allows it to deal very high damage to score streaks, which makes it one of the best weapons for destroying ground streaks, although I will say it's still not bad at destroying the larger airborne streaks. But what if you need a second shot? Don't worry, because the Rogue actually has the fastest fire rate of all of the pump shotguns, firing twice as fast as the KRM. This not only means that the weapon is twice as forgiving, but it also gives you the potential for multi-kills, similar to the R9 and the auto shotguns. Although, you might want to save spamming shots exclusively for hipfire due to the high visual recoil when you ADS. Quick side note, this is purely a visual animation and the weapon actually doesn't kick that much, but it can still cause you to lose your target. Mobility is identical to the Bi 15, making it the second fastest shotgun, beaten only by the HS-0405. So once you pair this with stims and the misdirection operator skill, you can easily run across the entire map and close the distance on the enemy. It also has pretty fast ADS time, which allows you to quickly aim in to maximize your one-tap potential. Magazine capacity is 8, which is pretty standard as far as single-fire shotguns go, but the key difference here is that it reloads its entire mag at once, and it's quite fast at that as well. The only other single-fire shotgun that can do this is the Argus. This gives you much less downtime compared to other shotguns, which have to reload each shot one by one. Some of you might be thinking by this point, wow, this looks like a straight-up better version of the KRM. Better one-tap range, fires twice as fast, better mobility, and it reloads its entire mag at once. This is an objectively correct assessment, but actually, there is one minor downside. Just like the Manowar and the Jak-12 with their incendiary ammo conversions, the Rogue relies more on its afterburn damage to secure the kill rather than its direct damage. This means that there will be a slight delay before you actually get the kill, and there is the possibility that the enemy kills you before they fully burn to death. And if they heal in any way, which can be via stims, quick fix, or vulture, they will tank the shot unless you land a lot of pellets. But this is a very situational downside that won't happen often enough to be a major hindrance. To quickly summarize, the VLK Rogue is easily the best pump-action shotgun in multiplayer. This is essentially a fusion between the KRM and the R9, combining the one-tap potential and mobility of the KRM with the range and multi-kill potential of the R9. Not to mention the added utility of high score streak damage and being able to reload its entire mag at once. I would suggest you to give this gun a try at least once, before it becomes a plague in ranked and inevitably gets nerfed. For the BR players out there, you'll be happy or unhappy depending on who you are, to know that this weapon is a top-tier option. Just like in multiplayer, the Rogue is a better version of the Bi 15 and the KRM. With the Dragon's Breath rounds equipped, it is capable of very consistently 2-tapping even against 300 HP. which combined with its fire rate means that you have an incredibly fast time to kill. And if your shots are on point and you land a bunch of pellets, you can even achieve a one-tap. It also has incredibly tight hipfire spread. If you build it right, it is nearly identical to your ADS spread, so there is basically no reason to aim this gun at all. Now we can go over the builds. For multiplayer, start with the Dragon's Breath rounds for damage consistency, Flash Guard, the granulated grip tape, and the XRK Reliant grip to improve the weapon's pellet spread, and the no stock for better mobility. Now, before anyone asks, do not use the 6-inch revolt barrel. Notice how it says plus hipfire and ADS spread instead of minus? Yes, this barrel actually makes it worse, and for some reason, it is listed as an upside, which, no matter how you put it, makes 0 sense. As for Battle Royale, again, we start with the Dragon's Breath rounds. The rest of our attachments aim to maximize its potential one-tap range and hipfire spread. Here we use the Marauder Suppressor and 16-inch Warlord to improve range, along with the 5mm laser and VLK Prime Pump Grip for better hipfire spread. The recommended mods are long range, fast ADS, and long barrel. Let us know your thoughts on the weapon in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe if you found the video helpful. Going dark.